Do you also struggle remembering the structure of glucose? Here is a trick to remember it in 3 easy steps. Grab a pen and a paper and start drawing with me. Step 1. Draw a chain of 6 carbons, that is 6 C's, one below the other, and number them. So let us do that. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here's the numbering. Step 2. Draw an aldehyde group at C1 and C6 would be our primary alcohol group. Why aldehyde group at C1? Because according to IUPAC nomenclature, an aldehyde carbonyl group of a carbon chain must always be present at the end of the carbon chain and must be given location 1 during the numbering. So basically, whatever is our carbon number 1, their aldehyde group would be present, right? So we draw an aldehyde group over there. Okay? And C6 would be our primary alcohol group. What is primary alcohol? CH2OH. So I'm just attaching H2OH to my C6 carbon atom. Now that we are done with that, step 3. Now this step is all about placing the remaining HNOH groups in the remaining carbon atoms. So at C5, HNOH groups are placed according to whether you want to draw a D isomer or an L isomer, right? But since we are drawing D glucose, so the OH group would be on the right hand side and H group would be on the left hand side of the C5 carbon atom. If you are confused here, go and watch a video on understanding D and L isomers, which is there on my channel, and come back in here. Okay, so now that we have completed C5, now draw the exact same pattern of HNOH groups on C2, like this. Now lastly, we are only left with C3 and C4. So the final step here is, considering C2, alternate the positions of HNOH groups for C3 so that they appear opposite to one another, and do the same for C4, considering C3 to alternate with. So basically, if you carefully look at C2, the OH is on the right hand side and H group is on the left hand side. Now if I want to alternate that for C3, obviously I would be placing OH group on the left and H on the right, and for C4 again OH on the right and H on the left. So that's it. Here is the full structure of D-glucose. Hope it helped.